Previously on Khooni Vadu Part 4, our protagonists, the audacious Veer Singh and the unsuspecting Chetan, had found themselves in the possession of a mysterious and cryptic book known by the name Chitralekha. This book, an ancient artifact and legacy, had been passed down through the generations, carrying with it the whispers of a tale as old as time. Each page held stories of the infamous Kal Bhairav temple and the unsettling legend of the blood-soaked bride. As they carefully flipped through the dusty pages, the tension was palpable in the air. Chetan, his eyes wide with curiosity and a growing sense of unease, unveiled a startling and life-altering revelation. A birthmark, nestled hidden on his chest, mirrored a cryptic symbol etched within the centuries-old pages of the book. A symbol that held promises and threats. A symbol that inexplicably bound him to the deep-seated and eerie mysteries of the ominous temple. Veer Singh, the ever-observant and quick-witted, recognized the mark. His eyes lit up with realization and fear, knowing what the symbol could signify. Deciding it best to consult someone more knowledgeable, Veer Singh sought out a peculiar and enigmatic Baba named Raghu. The village, however, was not at peace. As the sun began to set, casting long, eerie shadows, tension began brewing within the village's heart. Mahi, a young and innocent village maiden, accused the bewildered Chetan of improper advances, setting off a storm of conflict that threatened to engulf the village in discord. Amid the rising turmoil, Veer Singh returned from his consultation with Baba Raghu, carrying with him critical information. He did, however, caution against a night visit to the Baba, hinting at the lurking dangers that thrived under the moon's light. As the village hushed in anticipation, the paths of Baba Raghu and a distraught girl dressed in a wedding gown crossed. This chance encounter ignited a crippling fear among the villagers, the fear of the bloody bride's ominous presence in the village. As the night drew closer, an eerily chilling tale of horror and mystery was poised to unravel, promising to make the village's blood run cold. Little did they know, the night was set to unfold a chilling tale of horror and mystery. Stay tuned as we unravel these enigmatic events in the next episode of Khooni Vadu. A mysterious girl, dressed in a captivating red, steps into the simple world of Raghu. Her bewitching eyes, gleaming with an unknown secret, draw him into an impossibly potent allure. As the moon takes its place in the star-studded canvas of the night, the girl and Raghu find themselves becoming one, losing themselves in a passionate encounter that sparks an intense, unfamiliar euphoria in Raghu's heart. The enchanted night, filled with silhouettes and whispered promises, welcomes a moment of intimate connection, a connection that twists the very fabric of Raghu's existence. His heart races, his senses heighten, and he is drawn deeper into her hypnotic spell. But as her eyes start to glow with a strange, ominous light, a blood-curdling scream shatters the tranquility of the silent night, and Raghu's euphoria rapidly shifts into a paralyzing terror as cold as the night air. By the break of dawn, it's a gruesome sight that greets the villagers. Raghu's lifeless body, devoid of clothing and stripped of dignity, hints at a sinister end, an end that sends shivers down the spine of the silent onlookers. The once peaceful village is thrown into a perturbed chaos, unsettling whispers of the notorious bloody bride filling the air like a haunting melody. The of Raghu transforms into a chilling tale, a tale narrated in hushed voices and exchanged with fearful, wide-eyed glances. It becomes a ghost story that haunts the dreams of the children, leaves the adults with a chill running down their spines. Meanwhile, in the heart of this turmoil, Veer Singh and Chetan, blissfully unaware of the horrors that unfolded, seek answers from a peculiar Baba residing near the temple. Their desperate quest for truth, their hungry search for answers, only more fuel to the growing, suffocating dread that envelops the village. A lifeless body, a horrified village, and the bone-chilling whispers of a bloody bride. This was not an isolated incident, but the ominous introduction to a series of dreadful events, a terrifying beginning to the nightmare that's slowly going to consume the village. This was just the beginning. Unaware of the village's turmoil, Veer Singh and Chetan seek answers from an eccentric Baba. They embark on a journey towards a nearby temple, nestled among the hills. where the enigmatic Baba has taken up residence. They tread carefully, their hearts pounding in their chests, their nerves tingling with a mixture of anticipation and apprehension. This venture was not just any casual visit, but a desperate mission to decipher the unfathomable mystery that has been haunting their lives, feeding their fear and their curiosity. Driven by the unsettling and eerie experiences they've been having, they hope to find explanations, solace, and perhaps a way to restore peace. The Baba, a hermit known for his peculiar ways, living a life of seclusion and esoteric knowledge, however, does not offer them the clarity they were so earnestly seeking. He bombards them with abstract words and cryptic warnings, speaking of tasks left incomplete, of destinies intertwined, of karma coming back to haunt. His words, cloaked in riddles, send them spiraling into a vortex of bewilderment, leaving them even more baffled than they were before. Returning to their village, they are met with a sight that sends a shiver down their spines: the lifeless body of their friend Raghu. The quiet village is now a maelstrom of chaos and fear. Whispers of the infamous bloody bride ricochet off the mud walls and echo through the narrow winding lanes. The horror grips their hearts, the cruel reality of Raghu's fate slowly sinking in. Their minds are a whirlwind of terror and confusion as they seek refuge in the safe haven that is Veer Singh's bookroom. In the sanctuary of the room, amidst the scent of aged paper and dusty tomes, they grapple with the Baba's mysterious warning and the grim reality they just encountered. As they wrestle with their rising fear and try to make sense of the baffling situation, they find themselves caught in the middle of a complex puzzle, a web of uncertainty and more questions than they came with. They feel like they are in the midst of a chilling thriller with twists and at every corner. They were hoping to untangle the knot of mystery, but it seems to have only tightened. Shocked and confused, they were only left with more questions and a strange warning. Driven by an unseen force, Shaitan and Veer Singh attempt to break into the temple's sanctum sanctorum. A mysterious compulsion directs their every move, fueling their audacity to defy the sacred boundaries. The lock, a sentinel of the age-old past, aged and rusted, resists their every effort. It guards the sacred space with a vigor that seems otherworldly, as if the very spirits of old were aiding it in its task. There continues, relentless and bitter, their grim determination echoing in the suffocating silence. The eerie silence of the temple amplifies the grating sound of metal on metal, each scrape striking the stone walls with a dissonance that sends shivers down their spines. It becomes a kind of symphony, a music born of the relentless dance of ambition and resistance, a tune that reverberates within the hollow chambers of the ancient temple, breaking the harmony of the quiet night. Just when they contemplate fetching tools to force open the stubborn lock, it springs open with a surprising ease, as if acquiescing to their indomitable will. Taken aback, they take a moment to absorb the sudden change of events. Fear and curiosity intertwine within their hearts, creating a strange cocktail of emotions that leaves them trembling. They hesitantly step into the Garba, the Holy of Holies, shrouded in an uncanny darkness. The suffocating darkness of the inner sanctum seems tangible, a thick veil that plunges everything into an ominous obscurity. It's an unsettling sight for the intruders, who are unprepared for the depth of the darkness that awaits. Chetan, armed with a torch, illuminates the space, casting long dancing shadows on the ancient stone walls. The light from the torch dances around like a living entity, throwing long, grotesque shadows that seem to twist and contort with a life of their own. The flickering light, like a nomad, wanders aimlessly across the room, each flicker revealing a new aspect of the ancient sanctum, every piece of revealed stone carrying untold stories of times past. As the light further into the room, it reveals something that makes their hearts skip a beat. A shocking sight meets their eyes, a sight that leaves them dumbfounded. The sight of something so out of place, so unexpected, that it takes a moment for their brains to make sense of the scene before them. As the torchlight revealed the secrets of sacred chamber, they realized the mystery of the bloody bride was far from over. The suspense deepens, the anticipation thickens, and the secrets continue to unravel, leading them into a labyrinth of enigmas and revelations.